Good morning, Dingooo. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday morning. It's about to get better because you know what we're going to be discussing? Polkadot and Chainlink, both humongous potential. I think it's very realistic that we could see $100 to $200 Polkadot as well as Chainx. Chainx might do well as well. I do hold Chainx, but Chainlink in 2021, right? So today we're going to be discussing how that's possible and what needs to happen for that to actually be possible, right? So they have been mooning lately. So just during Christmas, Polkadot was at $5 and now we're at 15, and it's at a $14 billion market cap, and it has 1 billion circulating supply. So every billion in market cap it goes up, the price goes up $1 approximately. Now let's look at Chainlink real quick because people forget how hard it can pump. Right, this past summer we went from $4 to $20, and now we could very well be on our way from $35 to $50. Very realistically, and that's already pretty much halfway to 100. And if we look at the market cap, it's at 9 billion and the circulating supply is around 4. So really to get to $100, we only have to get to 40 billion market cap, which is very realistic. And obviously once staking is introduced, that market cap will need to go up, but I think there will be less selling pressure because of staking. Right now there's not much you can do with the token except utilize it in DeFi. But let's talk about one critical thing that needs to happen while these go on the run for the next couple months, I believe, is the consolidation of Bitcoin's price. So as you can see, we're consolidating. It would be nice to consolidate for a month and a half longer. That would be ideal for a month and a half altcoin season. And as you can see, if we go back to the summer, during altcoin season we consolidated for 3 months, and even longer actually, all the way to October pretty much. So we consolidated for a very long time, and another reason why that would be very nice is because this is the 20-week moving average, and as you can see, all last bull run we used it as support. So if we can make this flatten out if we consolidate, and that would be more likely to support our price action if we fall on it for support, right? The steeper the 20-week moving average is, the less likely it will act as support. So keep that in mind, guys. And now for your Saturday morning, January 16th, we got some perspective, some motivation to get you up and get you moving. Let's just listen in. This is talking about how to plan and how to execute a plan and how to readjust on the fly. Let's talk about it.
They say, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, that's okay. Nobody does. Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans. So a small step today puts you in a position to take a slightly bigger step the next day. And then that puts you in a position to take a slightly bigger step the next day. And you do that for 2 or 3 years, man, you're starting to stride. What do you want to
plans? There's a reason to plan and there's a place to plan. But the worst thing to do is just have a plan and have no action. Action is super important. No matter how rough you start, it is better than not starting at all and just having and working on a plan, because at the end of the day, a plan doesn't mean much if there's no action to back it up, right? So make sure you have action behind your plan and execution and follow through, right? So this is, once again, this channel, boys, we're following through. We're following through. I'll be here till the end. Let's go. Now let's talk about some Chainlink, because that's what you're here for. And I hope that got you up out of your bed on this Saturday morning, right? Now let's talk about Chainlink, because I just have Chainlink God. If you don't follow him on Twitter, you should. And if you hold Chainlink, you ought to follow him on Twitter, because he is the Chainlink God. And we'll get into this article later. Now let's talk about Chainlink staking. And this article was written a couple days ago, I believe. And by the end of 2021, most of the top chains will be moved to various degrees of staking system, and that includes Chainlink. Hopefully by the end of 2021, Chainlink staking service will come out. Right now, Chainlink staking is not out, and staking will be huge for Chainlink. However, we believe the staking feature will be likely added within 2021. So there we go. There's something to look forward to on the roadmap. One thing I do want to point out, if you don't understand, Chainlink basically is a decentralized oracle system. So the only information on the blockchain right now is blockchain's information that's originated on the blockchain, right? So it's very important to get information on real life information onto the blockchain, but you don't want to do it through centralized oracles. So say this is Binance, right? It's a centralized information feed onto the blockchain. You can do that, but when Binance messes up, it messes up every system relying on that information inside the blockchain. So what you need to do is have a set of oracles that have financial incentives to be correct in the information it provides to the blockchain. And if it's wrong, their stake gets cut and they lose money. So they're financially incentivized to provide the correct information to the blockchain. And this is essential infrastructure for the success of blockchain. Look at all the input goes through Chainlink and all the output goes through Chainlink to real life organizations, right? So there you go. And now we're going to look at all the partners, because everything from every blockchain is partnered with Chainlink, right? Look at all these partnership guys, and like everything is partnered with Chainlinks. If blockchain succeeds and decentralization of finance, of decentralization of everything succeeds, Chainlink will also succeed, guys. I mean, come on. And then real world partners, World Economic Forum, Gartner, Google, Oracle, Swift, everything is partnered. Baseline Protocol, Interwork Alliance, Hyperledger, Avalon, BSN. Everything is partnered with Chainlink, guys. Everything. And why would you not want to be a part of that, guys? Absolutely insane. All we need, 100 billion market cap would be $200, guys. Very realistic for Chainlink. I think $200 price point is more realistic for Chainlink than it is for Polkadot. So play that as you wish. And now let's get into some Polkadot. So Polkadot India, that's kind of big. I mean, I didn't look into it, but Polkadot, let's refresh this. I pulled this up 1524, guys. Look at that live update. Just a 15% increase just by refreshing the page, guys. But another reason why Polkadot is going to go up significantly is Kusama. Kusama is going to be the canary network that allows all these experimental projects to work on it, and only the best projects go to Polkadot, become a Polkadot parachain, right? So this is kind of the filter. So there's no filter put on Ethereum, but we're not comparing Ethereum to Polkadot, because I think they will complement each other very well. So right now Polkadot has 338 projects competing for a parachain slot, and there's 100 parachain slots, and each one of them will be auctioned off here shortly. And basically you bond up DOT tokens into the contract, and kind of the rent payment for the parachain slot. So these parachains and these projects will take DOT tokens, lock them up in this smart contract, and say, hey, these amount of DOT tokens are locked up for 2 years. And then after 2 years, I get them back. And basically the rent is the opportunity cost on those locked up DOT tokens. And that's the rent payment. And these 338 projects are fighting for 100 parachain slots. And they all will accumulate DOT tokens and trying to win that auction. So keep that in mind, guys. It's insane. And also a big news event right around the corner is, how is DOT not listed on Coinbase yet, guys? That's going to come here shortly, and I would not be surprised if Coinbase just does what it did like to Uniswap, and that is just post and tweet, hey, we listed Polkadot, right? Just one random day. It's going to come soon, and I think that will happen. It's just a random day. So let's look at this graph real quick. So the relay chain is the Polkadot chain, right? And that's an interchain message passing, and it's this right here. Just imagine this. And this is the relay chain, and this is all the parachains off of it. So there's 100 parachain slots, and this is the staking, not the staking, the bonding of dot tokens to get into the parachain. And the reason why this is so critical is the relay chain provides interoperability as well as security. So one issue of having your own blockchain is security and interoperability, and those are huge because security only comes from market cap, pretty much. The more money in the system, the more secure it is, and the harder and the more money it takes to do a 51% attack. So understand that. That is why this is different from, this is more, and each parachain has a niche utility. It has its own logic, which provides it utility for a niche market, right? And that's essential for a lot of industries. So keep that in mind, and that's why it's extremely different from Ethereum. Ethereum is more like general use smart contract blockchain. And Polkadot, you can nominate a lot of their tokens right now. I mean, if Polkadot does well, I mean, a bunch of tokens that are going to be parachains will also do probably better in yield. So keep that in mind. If you want to play a leverage play some tokens that will do well. I have a video all about my top Polkadot tokens. So go check that out. And I mean, Polkadot's going to have to go to 200 billion, which is kind of a lot for $200. And that's kind of more unrealistic than $200 Chainlink in my opinion. But we will see what happens. But that is all for you. I have for you today. I appreciate each and every one of you watching. And if you have any other predictions, put them down below, because maybe we'll hit $1,000 Chainlink here in this year. I doubt it, but maybe. That is all. And if you think this added value to your morning, please like and subscribe. We're almost to 1,000, guys. Absolutely amazing. You can also chit chat in my Discord, and you can follow me on Twitter. All links are in bio. I appreciate each and every one of you, and peace out till next time.